Hello everybody and welcome to a new Let's Look At. My name is Ben the Human and this is Pixel Hero Rainbow Legends. It is a strategy tactics game not dissimilar from Splatoon in that you have a character whose goal is to try and cover the map with their personal color versus their enemy's color as much as possible. Splatoon is the only game I can think of that like has the same mechanic of trying to cover the map, but it also translates into like damaging your opponent's HP. I'm gonna run you through the tutorial just to show you how things work here. It's not by an English speaking studio, so the translation is a little rough, but the game itself is a lot of fun. It's also a deck builder as well, so you can kind of see where I was interested in it in the first place. But it is by Unpixel Cloud Cedar Studio. It's on Steam right now. I think there is a demo, so if you're interested in checking it out, I would recommend it. They did send me a code to look at the playtest, so that's why we're playing it today. We would like to defeat the enemy commander here. To move on the map, click on the territory you want to go to, but you cannot cross territories that have objects on the map. Then move to the first enemy and give it a try. So we start here. You can move wherever you want. I don't know why you would want to, like, you can fill the map, like this percentage. I don't know if what happens if you get 100%. I don't think it matters. Greetings, Commander. I am your guide. I'll teach you the arts of combat. Welcome to the battlefield. You can change the color of a neutral territory by dragging or pressing the keyboard numbers to play an attack card, turning it into your own color. Your initial attack card has 5 range, meaning it can claim up to 5 tiles. Prioritize high-value targets when playing it. Attack cards have no effect on friendly territory. They're already your colors, so that's where the kind of the Splatoon aspect comes in. If you've already put your color on the map, there's no point in either attacking it again. However, if you attack an enemy's color, that turns it back to neutral. Each turn you'll draw 5 cards and gain 3 mana to play them. Now try claiming as many neutral territories as possible. So we've got our cards here. They show you how they convert things here. So right now, and they also like very handily tell you the mana cost in the top left corner, and then at the very top they're like, if you play this ideally, this is the number of tiles you can convert. So I'm going to start with Frost Bloom. Claim territories in range. Each play gives +4 range, so we might want to do that second to Frost Shock, because that one's just like a basic attack. And that uncolored one of the opponent's colors there. I'm not 100% sure what it means by add range. Oh, each play of that card. So next time it'll be even stronger. And then we have Winter's Nova, wall in hand, +1 range per card played. Or Super Symmetry, claim territory, also activates at 1 mirror position. So this one's actually sneakily kind of strong. Because you can mirror the card across the entire map, and we can actually get 8 that way. So now we're at 25, 49 neutral territories versus the opponent's 6. And then we have Frost Still, which exhausts all mana. For each mana exhausted, expand the range by 1 tile. But we don't have any mana, so we're just gonna unoccupy one of the enemy's mana there, and then we lose. Or do we hold on to Winter's Nova? Youch! When your territory exceeds the enemy's, you'll deal damage equal to the difference. So that's why you want to get as big of a divide between the Splatoon-esque aspect of the game as possible, so you do more damage. Enemies generate new intents on turn start. Study them before acting. It will give you an edge. So we will get to see what our enemy is planning to do here. So they're going to launch Corrosion at this tile here. So what we could do is we could preempt them with Frost Bloom here. Can I rotate you? There we go. Right click is rotate. So I'm gonna drop Frost Bloom there, which means they're gonna counter these colors, but they're not gonna get any additional tiles, which is pretty good. I don't know if we can really play Super Symmetry all that well. No, that's actually pretty good right there. And then Winter's Nova, I'm gonna flip you around and take away some more of their colors. And then throw another Frost still out there just to clear up one additional square. And now you're down to one colored square. So we're gonna do 48 damage to them this turn. So they undid some of our stuff, but we're still outranking them by a lot. Beyond territory-based damage, you can directly attack the enemy's core deployment. When hit, it takes damage equal to the attack's range value. Your Frost Blast, for example, deals 5 damage. Prioritize this when dominating territories or needing a quick finish. So there's their core. If we blast that directly with an ability, it will do 5 damage and not actually apply any color to the ground. But that'll kill her because she only had 3 HP left. Well done! Don't get cocky yet. We've still got much to learn. Take a brief rest and then follow onward. Hooray! Fireworks. We got 20 coins. Hooray! We're up to 119. Advance. I'm gonna turn down the volume real quick. It seems a little loud. Go like there. Just looking at my OBS settings. Okay, that's good. And like, I don't think getting the 100% score does anything, but I've never done it before, so why don't we try to find out and see if that matters. This time we'll master deploying cards. Deployment cards allow you to construct a building on friendly territories, granting a permanent ability boost. For example, your Arcane Array grants +1 mana at turn start. Try deploying it to your friendly territory. So we just place that on our own territory, and now we get 4 mana instead of 3. And they have their Void Core out there. Expect the enemy assault on your deployments. We must fortify them. The Arcane Barrier grants the territory durability. Each point blocks 1 enemy occupation attempt. This won't increase your territory score. Once deployments are secured, resume attacks to avoid differential damage. You can right-click or scroll to rotate cards. So he's gonna try and attack our building here. So we would like to place our Arcane Ward over top of this to protect it from that dude. And I think we can double up the ward. Yep, so we've got multiple wards going on right here. Frost Bloom is just a good card. I'm going to try and unconvert some of his stuff. And then we have Frost Shock going on as well. Put that right there. And then end turn. So we're gonna do 13 damage. You're gonna blast me. But we still have an Arcane Ward going on, which is pretty good. Of course, the enemy can also deploy buildings. If possible, you should prioritize destroying them to weaken their capabilities. Claim the territory first to void their plans. That honestly is how I like to play the game, is to preempt what they're doing. So let's see here. They're gonna drop a building there and then a building here. So let's try to counter some of that. There we go. So I don't think they can place this building now. I would like to... It's a little hard to get in there to Frost Shock that guy, because this guy's in the way and gonna absorb anything. So I'm going to actually yeet 1 square just to counter that occupation there. Let's throw another Arcane Rune down outside of what he's doing there, and then we'll ward up and ward up this side as well. I don't know what's going on with the... Oh, I'm out of mana. I don't know what's going on with the text boxes up there. They're a little out of whack. But it's still an early playtest, I think, so... Notes to the devs to fix. Right here is good. That's a lot of territory we've occupied. I'm gonna Frost Shock here to counter them building that building. Another Arcane Rune, Arcane Ward, and Arcane Ward here. 43 damage, you have lost the game. You bested me again, your skills grow sharper by the hour. Regroup briefly and then we march onward. Salute. Hooray! Ooh, a card to pick. Arcane Barrier in a plus formation, that seems kind of nice. Oh, and move one card from the discard pile to the hand, but it has consume. Forbidden secret techniques gain 2 mana. Put a lust into your pile. When you gain this card, you lose a mana. Okay. And then consume, but retain. Interesting. Or limit break. Gain +1 max mana. Add 3 missile cards to your hand. I kind of like limit break. Sounds cool. I'm gonna come back here and explore, and then come back to the rest. A short rest is the greatest comfort. The rest zone is yours to recover in. At rest zones, you can either restore health or enhance your cards. Well, we haven't lost any health yet. Your health is optimal. I recommend enhancing your cards. When forging, if a card has range, spend its upgrade points to expand that range. Okay. Where's our winter? No. Frost Bloom, because Frost Bloom already has like a really good range. When you forge a card with range, you can click freely to select the forging position of the card, or until the forging points are used up. So this is what our normal pattern looks like. I'm kind of thinking just turn it into a square. So we give it 1 point there, and then if we get another point, we'll put it there. Perfect. All right, let's advance. And now we fight the commander. We'll go over here, get that, 97, 100, hooray. I don't think it matters. You can just kind of go wherever you want to. Unearthly shrieking. Poor corrupted soul, the void's erosion has left them barely human. End his suffering, commander. Let's let this be your final trial. Sacred ground. Oh, he's gonna try to take the sacred ground from me. Boo. Let's see. What do I got? Dude, what the hell is going on with this arcane ward? Did you see that? This, malignant growth, I see. So he's got a destroy this deployment when territory ownership changes. I see. So he's also got a tree. And then there's a rock. I don't know what the rock does. Limit break. Missile. So I'm gonna claim this territory, which occupies the sacred ground. And then arcane ward it. And then I would like to magic missile some of this to counter the buildings that he's trying to build. And then I have 1 more mana here. So let's Winter's Nova. Like that. Okay, so now he's not going to be able to build any of those buildings at the very least. Took 16 damage. Alright, he has occupadoed a lot of land. And he's corrosioning again. And malignant growthing. A million times? Or maybe just corrosioning. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. Frost Bloom is a good card. Let's counter all of this stuff going on. Let's Super Symmetry, because that's pretty good. A pretty good card. Rotate a little bit. What if I put you right like this? Maybe down here actually would be okay. Get the tree out of his zone. Frost Shock first. And then Frost Still to get rid of the tree. There we go, tree gone. I probably should have played the Arcane Rune now that I think about it. 24 damage though. We're just gonna like constantly be fighting over this stuff, aren't we? Oh, what's that? A tumor, gross. Let's try to get rid of that. Ooh, look at Frost Bloom, it's getting so strong. Boom, tumor gone. We would like the rune here. I'm gonna toss it like there. Another limit break. So he can't build anything, and then just clear that. Random guy, and now we do 35 damage and we win. Not too shabby. Warg! You've done it. With this, you've mastered the combat flow. You're a certified commander now. Thumbs up. Waste no time to the battlefield. The world's hues crumble daily. Congratulations on completing the tutorial. I am the greatest. All right, let's jump into a new game. We have a couple, there's multiple characters in this game, but I think the only one I have unlocked right now is Blue. Does this change anything, or is that just her appearance? Like, she looks badass with this orb in her hand, but it doesn't look like it actually changes anything. Witch in search of power. Disaster level 0. Okay, hold on, just a second. All right, let's jump into a new game. There's also a puzzle mode, which is kind of neat, but we'll try a new game first. Let's go with the Apprentice Mage, even though I suppose an Archmage is probably a higher tier of mage, maybe, but Apprentice Mage just looks cooler to me. Phase 1 Village. Let's get some supplies. What do we got? The Void Gate splits open, the shadows are unleashed. Now is the time to depart, Commander, but you may wish to prepare yourself further. Gain a rare card, a common relic, or 2 tarot cards. I like rare card. What we got? Arcane Resonance, reduced cost by 1 this turn for arcane cards in hand. We have a lot of Arcane Barrier, so that could be really good. Reduced cost by 1 this turn for 3 random cards, but that costs 2 to play. Choose and create a copy of one of your deployed units. Let's go Arcane Resonance. I think that will go well with the rest of our deck. An event, merchant, supplies, event, rest spot, and a couple elite fights, and then the commander. So let's start with the battle. I think you can kind of fight like as many people as you want, but you don't have to fight everybody. All right, so we got Frost Shock, Arcane. This would make Arcane Ward free, and honestly, that's just a equivalent exchange, right? So let's Frost Shock here. I want to counter what he's doing over there. I do want to get access to the Sacred Ground. And then instead of Frost Shocking this, I'm going to Arcane Ward to clear that. And then let's get access to this rock. Target gains durability when deployed. I guess I don't know. I thought I would claim the rock, but apparently not. Nice try building a thing. You can't. All right, he's gonna try to build some more stuff. So let's go. Myriad of Stars. Gain 1 mana and consume. We have 3 mana right now, but we could play all of our cards if we choose. So let's do that. Frost Shock here to prevent 2 buildings from happening. Then Frost Shock there to prevent that building. Arcane Ward this guy. And then we'll Arcane Ward here to just prevent some overlap. And now we're going to do 29 damage, which I think kills him. Yes. Just stacking up differential and colors seems to work really, really well. Ooh, card? Arcane Beacon. Hey, another card with Arcane in it? Arcane Amplification? Anything that has Arcane in it, I'm very interested in all of a sudden. Before a card, expand its range by 1 tile and consume. Arcane Beacon, deploy, current territory gains +2 score. Hey, I kind of like that one. Deploy for each rain card obtain. I think Arcane Beacon. Arcane Ward becomes stronger, sure. Maybe like kind of opposite of what it currently goes to. And then got 19 coins. Cool. Let's not go to the caravan just yet. I think I want to wipe out all 3 of these smaller battles. He's a lizard man. It's the first time I've seen another character that I have to fight. Alright, he's shooting arrows at me. It kind of covers the whole board here. Alright, a lot of arcane wards. So let's go Frost Shock to get a hold of that. Like this. Arcane ward. Oh, this is my other arcane ward. So we can kind of tuck that in there and prevent that building from being built. And then you. And then let's Frost Shock just out in the open here. To just get more territory. Oh, I'm out of mana. Dang. Never mind. 23 damage taken. They only have 16 health left. So if we can get a good series of territory swaps, we can just wipe him here. Reduce card for Arcane Resonance. We have 2 arcane cards. You didn't undo Arcane Beacon though. Arcane Rune, Arcane Ward, and then Beacon here. I shouldn't probably have put them together because otherwise he can target them as one. Oh, we managed to defeat him. Hooray! So the combat isn't particularly hard. I do more arcane cards, please. Arcane Missile. Arcane Ward becomes stronger. I think we make all of our arcane wards look the same as we can. Another battle. Whoa, a spirit. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this, the text being covered. It's kind of strange. Maybe they're trying to hide it for the demo. They're like, you can't see. Elf Array Strategy Guide. Use your cards to draw patterns on the array that are as close as possible. The closer the pattern is to the elf's intended one, the better the reward will be. They give you 3 rounds to draw the array, and if you make the elf impatient, it will attack you. You can only choose 2 colors to draw the array. Okay. Interesting. So you want us to draw this card there, there, Bloodletting. Lose an HP, claim a territory. So we could sacrifice an HP to get both of these. And that might be the only way to get these 2 guys without actually being incorrect. So I think I will. That didn't work? Why isn't this working? Or does it mean undo your So like if I do this, and then I do this? Oh, I've been doing it wrong. I'm stupid. Well, I sacrificed several damage for no particular reason. Okay, well, what else do we need here? We need 1 more guy to be able to get this ward done. Oh, we're gonna have to do 2 bloodlettings to make this work. Regardless if we did it with Arcane Ward or not. So clear that one. And then completed sigil. Hooray! I don't know what you're saying. Hey, he healed us up. Thanks, dude. Nice. 20 coins, new card. Oh, damn, look at that one. That's so cool. It's a huge amount of territory as well. Arcane Explosion. Fire a laser at all deployments. Interesting. Let's go Hailstorm, though. Duelist Cape. Relics provide you with additional passive effects. Damage multiplier +2. Nice. And then the Lovers. 1 card from the draw pile. Nice. Tarot card. Very cool. Oh, just a second. I had to run to the bathroom. Okay, so let's get some events now. Who knows what or who you might encounter. The steel shrine's mirror-like surface reflects your image as you approach. The metal turns searing red, radiating heat violently. Pray, forge a card. Desecrate, forge 2 cards, but gain a hug. What? Pride at... I don't know what that means. I'd say just forge a card. Can I forge you? Advance. I don't know what happened. Oh God, it's not in English anymore. I mean, just forge a card again? This time, let's choose one of our pre-forged arcane words. Uh-oh. We've hit the limit of the translations. Lose 7 HP, but remove a card. Nah, I don't wanna ditch a card. Let's go caravan here, see if there's anything good on sale. A scythe. After destroying and claiming an enemy deployment, draw 1 card. We try to preempt enemies' deployments though, so that's not really what we're looking for. I do like Arcane Missile. Let's grab that one. Supplies. Open the treasure chest. Helm of Immortality. Gain 1 max HP at the combat end. Sick. Should we have gotten that before we fought all those dudes. New battle. Ninja. Ooh, she's shooting a lot of stuff out all of a sudden. Hailstorm. I do want to lead with Hailstorm, I think. Blam. Arcane Missile. Nice. Okay, so it shoots in a line like all over the place. That's kind of cool. And then Arcane Ward right there. All right, we're well ahead of her. She takes 30 damage. Honestly, we really just need to get 1 more solid attack in there. That is quite the move. It's like a dagger shape. It's kind of cool. Gain 1 mana, consume. I'll go for it. Frost Shock. Let's counter some of what she's already put down here. And then Arcane Ward here. I think that should finish her off. 26 damage. Nice. Yeah, so far the fights have not been particularly difficult. Arcane Surge, gain 2 mana, consume. All cards in hand gain +2 range. That's kind of cool. Upgrade Frost Shock. Give it a... We put all of our forages in the top right corner. 15 coins achieved. Let's fight an elite this time. What do you got, Death Knight? Oh, he's summoning a building. What do these yellow things mean? Oh, that's the whole attack pattern. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Well, Hailstorm. Arcane Missile. I should have led with Arcane Missile because then it's less likely to overlap with some of our other stuff. Good start. 26 damage. You've taken away all of my territory. It's very rude. And now he's summoning a building. Put an arcane rune here. Gain a mana. Frost Shock to counter this building, whatever he was trying to make. Ward. Give me that tree. 18 damage. You're gonna undo my whole territory, I just realized. You still summoned a tree, what the frick? Spreads by a tile, got it. So we don't want to touch the blight, I think. So let's not touch this guy at all. And let's try to just build up a large territory that's not connected. I should have led with that guy, I just realized. Seven damage. Ah, he's like building layers upon himself, which is kind of interesting. Arcane Ward is a good one. Undid a bunch of that. Ah, I see. I understand now. Is that you want to counteract what he's doing a lot of by pushing his territory back. That way he doesn't have like this outermost layer that's coming. We're slowly chipping him down as we push his layer back. Hailstorm is a great get. There we go. Resonance. Doubled up. Let's play Arcane Missile. Pretty good there. Frost Shock is a really good one. Especially like there. Nice. Now he's not really growing at all. And then we undo his Arcane Ward and he's got like nothing coming out. He's gone. That was an interesting fight, that he was growing his layer, like, depending on his own surface area. Lunar Wane. Copies the top card in your discard. I do really like Frost Bloom. Arcane Ward becomes stronger. Now all of a sudden we have a 3x3. And then a Tome of Knowledge. Select 1 of 10 cards to gain. Good grief. I do like Frost still. Starburst is interesting. I do like, you know what? Another Arcane Resonance is not bad. Since we've kind of gotten a lot of arcanes going on. Cowboy Bebop. I don't know. All intent ranges increased by 2. Add intent fire foundation. Okay, so let's counter those if we can. Actually, super hailstorm right off the bat. Just clears a bunch of his own territory. Arcane Ward takes this whole land. And that's it. Does 40 damage to him in the first get-go. Invalid, you get nothing. You lose. Playing a bunch of fires, which is just like my own good grief. It's like my own magic missile, but he can aim it, I think. So let's just take a bunch of territory here. Frost Bloom is a good one. I think this will just end the round here. 57 damage. Not too shabby. We keep forging the same way we've been forging this whole time. Chain Lightning. Ooh, I love that pattern. That's fun. Oh, another arcane card though. We just lean into it. We could go right after the commander here, but I'm kind of thinking we just take out both of the elites first and then go after the commander. Another Cowboy Bebop. Start with Arcane Missile this time. Just because the less territory you've already claimed, the more likely it is to be able to be valuable. Swap ranges with a card in hand. What? You? I'm a little confused. That's pretty good. Fire a bullet at the target territory. Okay, well, let's counter you. I see how it's working is he's firing. I understand. Well, we did 25 damage to you. You've summoned a police station. Interesting. And then a fire station? No, both of those are police stations. All right, arcane beacon. The super arcane ward will be good. Kabam, we've destroyed your building. And then your other building is gone. We have another frost bloom. That's honestly, the sniper is not that big a deal. It's more annoying than anything. Because you just lose the middle card that's going on there. But yeah, we're rocking this guy. Thusly, no building for you. Myriad of stars, arcane resonance, double arcane resonance, so I don't think it really matters. Nice try, sniper. He's toast. Black hole. At the match start, you exhaust any number of cards. I don't know if I'll ever actually use that. What does splash do? Occupy territory. Target random. I don't know what that means. Arcane barrier is pretty good though. And then final elite battle here. And then we have an event, 3 rests in a shop before we can attack that guy. I don't think I really want to kick anything out right now. Mechanical Sentinel. Okay, so you're putting this guy down. Arcane Resonance. Super Arcane Ward. Block a lot of what you're doing. Frost Shock to clear out whatever building you were trying to build. And then let's get our hands on this tree. And then a free Arcane Ward just off in the distance here. And maybe we can put a building on that in the future. 27 damage. What did you just put into my deck? Lost. I think that just blocks up my hand, which is kind of annoying. Give me a free card. I would like... Where's my super attack? Hailstorm. That's what I wanted to see. Hailstorm is free. I can Arcane Empower you. And then I blast this thing. Bang. Take that. You're gonna take 31 damage. I'll just play Arcane Empowerment for fun. And now we have 5 mana next turn. I don't want to gain a mana just yet. Let's Frost Shock here. To gain Sacred Ground. Now we can... Well... Arcane Rotation, and then put it on Frost Shock. And then Beacon here in the middle of nowhere, and then a Myriad of Stars to get a free mana. We win! I guess I didn't really need the free mana then. Another card? Rainbow Seal. Preserve enemy intent, destroy all others. Wow! It's kind of cool. After playing a card that requires a target, a comet falls on the target location. Interesting. And then a floating mine. 21 energy consumption 1. Finale, deploy, and then finale claim the territory. The floating mine sounds cool. And then ancient scroll, select a card in your deck to forge. Neat. Let's make... Oops. Let's make all of our arcane wards the same. Did I pick the wrong arcane ward? Or maybe that was something else. Event! A gilded shrine stands before you, its surface etched with twisted tentacle patterns. In the concave center of the shrine floats a gold coin, gleaming with an eerie dark golden luster. I'll just get money, man. We rest, but all we do at resting is forging, so let's go upgrade this arcane ward. Oh, look at how many forge points we have. Sick. Run over here. We forge again. Maybe we start increasing the arcane rotation here to be more of a centralized thing. Another rest. Nice. Dude, a 3x3 is great. And then the caravan. Cowardly! Cannot be typed. What I don't know what that means. After shuffling 3 times, gain 2 mana. Gain 1 max mana and mana regen. You cannot target the top 2 rows of territories. Interesting. Draw a -1 card per turn. I think we'll go Pocket Watch. Super Symmetry. Claim territory activates at 2 mirror positions. Cool. And then a mana surge is nice because it doubles our mana. All right, on to the commander. You're saying something and I don't know what you're saying. Holy hell, what are you doing? That's not cool, dude. Choose any card to consume with the black hole. I don't think I want to consume any of those. Start with Myriad of Stars. Frost Shock to clear the building that he's summoning. And then the same thing over here. I Arcane Rune in this corner, and then I Magic Missile. Not terrible Magic Missile. We actually have a positive against him, so take 9 damage, sir. That was a big blast. All right, Arcane Ward. Let's throw that down here. You cannot specify a target as a boundary as a target. Fine, I'll put it there then. I don't really need to double my mana. What do you mean a boundary? Is this a... what is this? Demon Ward cannot target enemy territory borders. What? What does that mean? Maybe that's what this thing is? Golden... no? Topaz Orb? Destroy this deployment when territory ownership changes. Restore 50... he can just heal? That's rude. There we go. I should have played Arcane Empowerment from the get-go. $20 damage, nice. Haha. Invalid. Arcane Ward this. Arcane Ward right there. Arcane Barrier. Card to return to hand. This Arcane Ward would be sick. We dropped the floating mine like right there. Oh, it's got to be on our own territory. I forgot. Drop that there. Super Symmetry. This is confusing. Oh my lord in heaven. Right there. Maybe. I think that was okay. And then you occupy that territory. Okay, now you're taking 57 damage. Now you're in trouble. Can't build any of those things. You put a bunch of stuff in my deck, though. Arcane Rotation. Let's take the Frost Shock. Throw that here. Maybe there's pretty good, because that actually gives us a lot of territory. And then Hailstorm. Nice. Transform a card in hand into a copy of itself. Oh, you're gonna transform my Arcane Ward, you turd. Well, he took 74 damage. Jeez. Talk about magic missiles. All right, throw arcane resonance plus free arcane resonance. Oh, you didn't give me a free arcane beacon? What the hell? That's not fair. Throw arcane missiles. And then I'll put a beacon in this corner of the map over here. Opposite corners, perfect. This guy still hasn't exploded. 61, you lose, sir. Congratulations to me. Gate of Time and Space. Gain Time Warp, destroying this deployment. End your turn and gain an extra turn. Whoa, that's cool. A selection of relics. Ring of Thorns. Attacks on allied territories convert equal damage. Oh, so you get a benefit for overlapping with yourself all of a sudden. Cannot target central map area. I don't like locking off a part of the map from myself. Yeah, let's go Ring of Thorns. That sounds awesome. And then the Arcane Ward becomes stronger. And then we advance, and then we leave. Phase 2. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this first look at Rainbow Legends Hero Pixel. You kind of get the idea. It is what it is, but the deck building seems really complicated. In a cool way. There's a lot of like interesting synergies and stuff that are going on. Pretty easy to understand. I can imagine it gets more complicated as the game goes on. Still needs a bit of work as far as like translation and localization, but I think what they have here is very cool, and it does have a demo on Steam, so if you're interested, I would recommend going to check it out. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more stuff like this or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everyone, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.